Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Hijab Kwali and I am a student of Rehan School Kalong campus. I am studying class 7. My class name is Future Navigators. So today we have the very honorable and grateful guest whose name is Steve Woolf. So let's go and about himself and about his life journey. So welcome to our guest. Hello sir, how are you?
Very good, very good. Hey, nice to be here. It's nice to be here from the other side of the world.
Oh, okay. Okay, sir, first of all, I want to thank you to come in my show and give me your valuable time.
My name's Steve Woolf, and I am a author. I'm an educator, a speaker, and also I have a nonprofit here in the United States called Wild Heart Teacher.
Amazing. Okay, sir, so my first question from you, can you please introduce yourself and provide some background on your journey as the director and founder of Wild Heart Teacher?
You bet. I have been in education most of my life, all my professional life. I was a teacher for 4 years, and then I went to be a principal. A principal in the United States runs a school. And I did that for 18 years for middle school age, and that's about age 11 through 14. And then I became a superintendent of schools for 12 years. And a superintendent of schools here is in charge of all the schools in a given area. And I did that for 12 years. During those 30 years, I was also a speaker all around the nation. And people would have me come in and speak to educators, speak to um, eh, people who want to be motivated. That's something that I do, and had them hopefully make them a better person than when they came in to see me. I also wrote a book called Heart to Heart Teaching, and so that I did that. Oh, maybe about 2014, maybe. It's been a while, about 10 years ago. And I also started a nonprofit called Wild Heart Teacher. And after I was done being an administrator, and so what I did was I saw teachers were having a very rough time in the United States. Used to be teachers were respected, loved, and in the United States, we've had a real change in our political system. We've had some very, very conservative people come in who suddenly believed teachers were almost the enemies. And so um, they weren't. In the United States, education is a right. Everybody gets an opportunity for a free public education in the United States. Without it, we wouldn't be near the country we are. Everybody has that opportunity to become a literate part of who we are. And but it's been tough since the pandemic, and teachers have felt beat up. And so what I do is I bring them to the Rocky Mountains where I live, and up in the mountains, and we have a retreat. And I have 6 retreats during the summer, and we take teachers in and we build them back up so that they can go back and be wonderful for their students, to make sure that students are seen, heard, and loved, as well as taught. And so that's important. But what we've discovered is teachers are very good at making sure kids are seen, heard, and loved, but they're terrible at making sure each other are seen, heard, and loved. And so we really focus on making sure they learn how to do that, to support each other, to lift each other up.
Amazing. Okay, sir, thanks for answer. And my next question from you: what inspired you to establish Wild Heart Teacher, and what is its mission and vision?
All right, we once again that we saw teachers were having a tough time, and no one was there to help build them back up. And so I knew I could do that. I knew that's something that a skill level that I had. And so I decided to go ahead and do that. We charge very little money to have teachers come do that, and we get sponsored by businesses across I have some wonderful people who've sponsored um, Wild Heart Teacher, and making sure that there's plenty of money there to make sure that those things happen. Yeah. I'm not going to give all their names here, but they know who they are, and they're pretty wonderful. So our mission is to make sure that we build teachers back up, that our teachers have no one to do that for them. And so I know I can. And so I have volunteers come in. I have wonderful speakers. We have great activities, and we make sure that everyone gets connected, that we release a lot of our junk that we've picked up in our brain and in our heart, that we believe that what we do matters, that it will make a difference, that it will last on long after we're gone from this earth, and then we rise to whole new levels. So that's what we do. That's our mission, and we've been pretty successful at it. This will be our 4th year.
Okay, sir, thanks for answer. So my next question from you: could you describe the key programs or initiatives that World Heart Teacher is currently involved in?
So mainly what we do is our retreats. When the retreats last 3 days. Some teachers stretch them into 4 days because they come early. In fact, most do now. They come in early, and that's okay. We love them whenever they show up. And so that's our main focus is retreats. But I also go and speak around the country. I spend time with people like you in Pakistan. I assume that's where you are. Is that correct? And so that's what we do is, and I do a lot of speaking, and other things that I do is I work and make sure I host retreats for um, a corporation, and they make sure that I'm paid enough to be able to live, so I can continue to do what I need to do for teachers to make them successful. Does that answer your question?
Okay, sir, thanks for answer. So my next question from you: how do you see the role of education involving, and how does a Build Heart Teacher contribute to these changes?
What we've noticed, and maybe you have there in your country as well, is that kids that are seen, heard, and loved at home, they come to school ready to learn. They're ready to go. Kids that are not seen, heard, loved at home come to school to first be seen, heard, and loved before they can go on. What we've discovered is we have a lot of kids that have gone through trauma, tremendous amount of trauma, and trauma is different in your country than it is ours, but it's there. And what we know is that brains who are in trauma mode can't learn very well. And so we do the best we can to deal with that trauma so that they can learn. And that really boils back to making sure that each kid is seen, each kid is heard, and each kid is loved. For our teachers to do that, they need to be seen, heard, and loved. And so that's what I do as an administrator. I did. It's what I do with Wild Heart Teacher. We make sure that's taken care of, and we teach them how to do that for one another so they can be more effective in the classroom with the kids that are sent their way.
Okay, sir, thanks for answer. So my next question from you: can you share some of the challenges you have faced while leading and managing an educational organization like Wild Heart Teacher?
So when I started, I had this dream, and I knew it would work, but I wasn't sure how to fund it. And it was wonderful because the first year I just paid for it. It cost quite a bit of money. But the second and third year, I wasn't sure how I was going to pay for it, and I had miracle after miracle after miracle happen to bring in the money to make sure that I was able to do what I needed to do for teachers. And so it was. I've not once asked anybody for money, but I I don't want to get religious here, but God is taking care of me, and He is making sure that I have what I need to be able to serve in a big way.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. So my next question: how do you ensure that your team at World Head Teacher is aligned with the organization values and goals?
First of all, they need to see me live it. If I'm not living it, it doesn't matter. They need to see that I'm seeing, hearing, and loving them. They need to see that I believe in what we do makes a difference. They need to see me letting go of stuff. I have tough times too, and work to let go. So I have to lead by example, and that helps. The other is every one of our volunteers have actually been through my programs, so they know what is expected and where we're going. And so between having them actually go through it, spend time with me, watch my life, and make sure my life exhibits what we want to see happen, then that works. So that's how we make sure that we're all aligned in doing what we want to do. Are you still there? I just see your picture right now. Are you there? There you are. I didn't see
Yes,
you
I
for a
can
bit.
hear you.
Yeah, I can.
Okay, so my next question: what what innovated into Wild High Teachers programs?
So mainly it's methods that we use, not the technologies. We have technology since what we have is computer here. We put everything up on screens, those type of things. But mainly we are innovative teaching methods, getting teachers back out into the wild, teaching them how to support each other, to love each other, to lift each other up. Um, Usually when they go to a workshop, people are just feeding them all the time, throwing knowledge out, but really not experiencing it, not working with it. And so we make sure our teachers have that opportunity, and we mix in a lot of fun. It's amazing. Um, People learn and kids learn so much more with play than they do just rote work. And so we make sure everything feels like play. But in that process, they really learn a lot. Are you still there? Hi, everybody. But I do not see you, Jeff. However, I see my hair's a mess. My goodness.
इजी सर तो यार बहुत सारे हैं यानी कि अगर आप देखेंगे तो मोबाइल में भी हो जाती है अगर
Hello,
इजी
sir. Are you hearing me?
लेकिन अगर प्रोफेशनल
I can see you again.
अडोबी ज़्यादा बेहतर लगता है
Okay, sir. So my next question: what sets will her teacher apart from other educational organization in terms of its approach and impact?
Okay. No one else in the world is doing what I'm doing. not in Pakistan, not in the United States, not anywhere. And so we are the first to do this, to make sure that we focus on building teachers back up from the heart and from the mind, and not just throw knowledge at them. And so with these type of retreats it's the only place in the world that we're aware of that does what we're doing. And so it's completely unique. I hope other people pick it up and run with it. I'm willing to help anybody with the how tos, but right now we're the only ones in the world doing it.
Wonderful. Okay, sir. Thanks for answer. So my next question from you: can you discuss any partnerships or collaboration that the World Higher Teacher has established to enhance its reach and effectiveness?
Yes, I can, but I have to be careful not to give all their names and who they are. But we have um, a large corporation run by a former student of mine that is our largest donor and make sure that I have what I need to live to keep going. Out of Salina, Kansas, and he's amazing, and he's put and he cares deeply about teachers. He's put money into it. There's also a CEO of a major worldwide corporation that is a friend of mine and from college, and he called me and asked me how much money I needed, and I told him, and he just sent it. Of course, he makes about $20 million a year, so he's going to be okay. $20 million a year. And so he's able to take care of that. I have a dear friend who's a farmer in the central part of the United States who's been very, very successful, that sends me a large amount of money to be able to do this. There's two foundations. Foundations in the United States are where people can donate and be able to get write-off so they don't have to pay taxes on that money. They've sent me a large amount of money to be able to take care of our teachers. So between that group of people, they've really taken care of us, and it allowed us. And those partnerships are huge. Our teachers do a wonderful job of writing them thank you letters and letting them know what we do meant to them, and so that's worked very, very well.
Okay, sir. Thanks for answer. So my next question from you: how do you stay updated on the latest trends and developments in education, and how does it influence your work at Wild Heart Teacher?
So what I do, because I'm no longer a full-time superintendent of schools or principal of schools, I have time to be able to read, to be able to listen, to be able, I'm constantly learning, not just in education, but to see what's happening around the world and see what's happening to people in general. And so I'm very intuitive on those things, and I'm careful to listen to wise people. A wise man will listen to wise people, and I don't have all the answers, but I'm continually learning, whether it's reading books, reading publications, listening to people. The nice thing in our society, I can get on just like this website, just like you're doing now, and listen and learn from people. And so I'm constantly doing that, whether it be little podcasts or whether it be books or TED Talks. All those type of things matter. And lately I've been studying the heart quite a bit, and the heart, the actual physical heart, and how that pertains to what we call heart, and so that it's all those things make a difference and allow me to grow to be able to make a difference in the lives of educators.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, sir. So my next question from you: what qualities and skill do you believe are most important for educators and leaders in the field of education today?
I think first of all is the ability to be empathetic, to be able to understand where those kids are coming from. Um, not everybody shows up ready to learn, and sometimes we have to take care of those physical needs. As you look at the hierarchy of needs, I don't know if you're familiar with that triangle, but at the bottom of that is, first of all, you need to have food, water, shelter, those type of things. Are we taking care of those needs? Then we move up, and we keep moving up, and so we have to make sure our kids are taken care of as well. In the United States, we are very blessed in that we do have more wealth than most of the rest of the nations. We understand that, but we also have people that are very poor, or we have kids that have been abused, beat up. Personally, I've adopted two kids that have gone through, two of my students that have gone through tremendous amount of abuse. And so we have to bring them in and help them and take care of them and love them. And so as an educator today, it isn't just teaching reading and writing and arithmetic, math, social science. It's much beyond that. We need to take care of some of those needs first. We shouldn't have to, but we do. And so what we shouldn't have to do has nothing to do what we really need to do. And so so as an educator, you need to understand that those things need to be done, and your heart needs to be open to those kids going through those things to be able to really make a difference in their lives.
Okay, sir, thanks for answer. So my next question from you: what personal values or a principle guide your leadership style as the director and founder of Wild Heart Teacher?
Okay, my personal values and principles come from my faith, and you have a faith as well, correct? Yeah, and that's wonderful, and I hope you live your. I think probably even what you're wearing today has to do with some of your faith. Is that correct? Yes, and so my faith has a tremendous amount. I happen to be a follower of Jesus, and whether you're Islamic, whether you're whether you're Hindu, whoever you are, you need to follow your principles, and those principles matter to me, and so that's what guides me. I want to be someone who loves better, and everybody. I don't care what your race is, what your nationality is, what your religion is. I'm going to love you anyway, and so that's that's a guiding principle for me is love, and and that love comes through my faith, and so that's really the guiding principle for everything I do.
Okay, sir, thanks for answer. So my last question from you: finally, what excites you the most about the future of Wild Heart Teacher, and what do you hope to achieve in the years to come?
So we're just really beginning. This is our fourth year, which is huge. Most nonprofits don't make it 4 years, and we're very strong. What most excited about is the miracles that keep happening, and as it grows. And I would love to see this expand across the United States and the world to be able to take care of educators the way they really need to be taken care of. And so I'm very excited about that. We have people learning about it, whether it be in Pakistan or the rest of the world. And I really believe it'll start to go and grow. I had not intended it to be that way. I intended to live in my own little spot and take care of teachers when they come, but I'm not sure it will stay that small. I think we're starting to take off and grow, and people are understanding what we're doing and what we do works and matters. And so, it's those. That's what I'm really excited about. Is that it's going to grow. Where does the money come from? That where does the support? I don't know, but I also know that it always gets taken care of, and so I'm not worried about that at all.
Okay, sir, thank you so much for your valuable time and share us insightful knowledge.
You bet. Thank you. It was nice to meet you.
Okay, sir, I invite you my school, Rehan School, Karawi campus. When you come in Pakistan, so please visit our school.
I would love to come to Pakistan and visit your school. It's kind of an expensive trip, but I would love to do that someday. I hope to get there. And a lot of people speak English as a second language there. Is that correct?
Yes.
That's good because I don't know Urdu.
Okay, viewers, I'm Jabafar Kwali and my guests are Steve. So I hope that you understand our interview and sir share this some insightful knowledge. I hope that you understand. Okay, sir, thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye bye.